What's up, fellow collectors? Welcome back to the M.I.B. Master Toy Museum. I'll be a curator today. Guys, we got a lot of fun for you today. Here on a very early Thursday morning in the museum, guys. Thanksgiving. So, we want to wish everybody out there a happy Thanksgiving. And we wanted to have some fun here on Thanksgiving Day. Some new Mego arrivals to the museum today. Six total, but I have 7 because my Robin 50th anniversary figure is en route. So, but I couldn't wait, guys. I wanted to do this video and share these beautiful figures with you guys. The wait is over. Everyone has pretty much gotten their 50th anniversary figures, and they've been sharing it on their social media accounts, platforms. And I've been joining in on the fun, talking about these beautiful figures, these childhood classics from the 1970s. And some of them, we'll get into that as well. Guys, the wait is over though. Mego boxed, window box, 50th anniversary figures. To honor the world's greatest superheroes that came out in the early 1970s. Which one was your favorite? I mean, I was always partial to Superman, and believe it or not, because he's still in transit, so I'm still waiting for Robin. The second he gets here, you know, we'll do a video on him. He's probably going to be here about probably tomorrow, so we'll do a video on Robin. Robin will get his probably get his own video. Guys, I've been hearing a lot of positive feedback from the 50th anniversary figures. Mego is on record as saying that, you know, they wanted to get these figures as close to as they possibly could to the very vintage ones that came out in the 1970s. Even down to the color of the boxes, everything looks fantastic. So we're looking at our Batman figure here. Before I go any further though, guys, I purchased, and I've been sharing this all week, I purchased my 50th anniversary Mego figures from Movie Posters, etc. guys. Movie Posters, etc. They have all of the figures. I know people have been talking about how difficult they've been to find in the wild. I don't have any. I live in Ohio, and I don't have any 50th anniversary Mego figures at any of my Walmarts. Not at all. And I've checked Walmart. I've checked Meijer, another retail store, and nothing. And I know people's been, you know, really upset about that. So I've been trying to help people out, and everybody's been helping people out. You know, I believe Amazon's carrying them. Like I said, I buy mine from Movie Posters, etc. And another cool thing is I'll pull we'll pull out Superman here, bring him front and center. You know, another cool thing Reason I like getting it from movie posters, etc., is because they have those plastic hang tags that when you get them from Walmart, I've been seeing that they hang in the back. Some people say, it comes off, but as you can see, it's nice and clean. I like the box nice and clean and without those hang tags. So I don't know if I would want them from Walmart anyway. Now that I have them, doesn't really make a difference, but that's the M.I.B collector in me. But a lot of people have been taking them out of their boxes, displaying them, and getting themselves reacquainted with an old childhood friend. And I remember my Mego Superman from the 1970s. I didn't have the box version. I had the carded figure version. Then right around 1978, 1979. So that's the Superman, Mego Superman that I had. The box ones were just a tad bit out of my uh, range. I mean, I was very young. So around 72, 73, I was just, I was 3 years old. So I didn't have these guys. I suspect my brothers did though. But to have Superman again, and we'll do some fun comparisons, but to have Superman again from Mego, the Superman from the 1970s, Mego Superman. Not a modernized Superman, the actual one. A almost perfect replication of that one. That's the one I wanted, and that's the one we have. To me, this is some of Mego's best work. Because it's some of Mego's most simplest work. They really kept it simple with this. This is what the retro heads like myself and other kids from the 1970s. This is what we wanted, all along. I just wanted a Mego Superman figure that I had when I was a kid growing up in the 1970s. That was it. And I have it now. Guys, your thoughts as we're down here on very early Thanksgiving Day in a museum, having some fun, and really being thankful and blessed for all the wonderful toys and gifts I've received over the years. And I'm very thankful for finally for Mego stepping up to the plate and really delivering on these fantastic figures, these 50th anniversary figures. Let's take a look at our Batman. I never owned the removable cowl Batman from the 1970s. Everything is just beautifully done. The grayish tint to the cape, the sticker emblem on the chest that will probably fall off like they used to do when I was a kid back in the 1970s. The sticker, I would lose this bat emblem immediately. Like the second I took Batman out, off the card, out of his packaging, this emblem was gone. He was still Batman though. world famous oven mitts. You know, FTC did a fantastic reproduction of the Batman with removable cowl window box. Let's take a look at that. Let me see. I'll bring this guy in. We'll bring him in front and center here. Now, as you can see, FTC couldn't replicate Mego, but they did a pretty fantastic job at really giving us collectors a taste of our childhood when Mego was not even on the landscape yet. You know, they hadn't yet returned. So that to have this FTC Batman with removable cowl figure, you can beat it. And his emblem was, it looks like it was ironed on. Does this have a lot of flaws to it? Yes, because it's not Mego, but it's pretty close in my opinion, and I thought they did a great job with the window box. And like I said, Mego said that they went out of their way to replicate the box in its entirety. And he did a pretty good job at it too. As a matter of fact, a fantastic job. Looking at the FTC version, and then Paul Clark said he sent a box, an actual vintage Mego window box, to the manufacturers, to the toy factory. So he's willing to sacrifice this box to make sure that we had everything the way we had it when we were kids. Fantastic. Guys, your thoughts, your opinions. We want to hear it all, guys. This is a massive show. This is a big show we're having today on Thanksgiving. We'll set this guy to the side. Another figure I didn't have as a kid was Shazam. I watched the television show as a kid growing up in the 1970s. The live action TV show, Shazam. And I never got the figure. I don't know if my parents really knew about Shazam. It was always Batman and Superman. And I believe I had Aquaman. Go figure, right? They knew Aquaman. But I didn't have Shazam. And I always wanted Shazam. I always thought he was really cool. I'm a huge fan of the character, the comic book, everything. You think about it, he has all the powers that Superman has. But this is a figure that Mego did a fantastic job on replicating the head sculpt, replicating the cape, the lightning bolt on his chest, everything, the sleeves, the boots. Let's take a look at this box. You've seen one box, you've seen them all, so I'll just show you this. For one, we'll zoom out here. You can just look at the Shazam box. The actual artwork, everything. There's my Robin. I will have Robin tomorrow at the latest. I spoke to movie posters, etc. And I was going to do this video on Friday, but I said, like I said, I just couldn't. I couldn't hold off. I couldn't wait. And I have a lot of people asking me if I was going to do a video on these figures. Get close up, guys. Shazam. And now these figures come on the new bandless body. They got the different hand sculpts. So it's not all the way 100% vintage because they're using the new bandless bodies, but that's a plus rather than a minus. They could have just, Mego could have easily put these figures on the Type 2 bodies from the 1970s with the rubber bands inside of them. But I prefer them like this. "26 points of articulation." Bring Superman out. Just beautiful. Like I said, I can't say enough about these figures. It is truly like stepping back into a time machine and revisiting my past. Christmas, birthdays, I would get Superman and Batman and Robin. Those were the three major figures that I would get all the time. My parents would get me all the time. But we see a lot of the vintage ones. But we have here is one that I wish Mego would have made back in the 1970s when I was a kid. The Flash. So Flash joins the 50th anniversary roster, if you will. Beautiful head sculpt. Got the yellow wings on the side of his head. Beautifully done. Great head sculpt. I can't say enough about that head sculpt. Somebody said they really got it right because, as you can see, he doesn't have that turtleneck. I say Green Lantern has it, but we don't like Flash with that turtleneck. There's a lightning bolt there. Beautifully done. Boots. What's your favorite, guys? Batman, Flash, Superman, Shazam, Robin, Aquaman, or Green Lantern? A lot of people were excited about Green Lantern. A lot of people were excited about the head sculpt, the outfit, everything. Great job on it. There's a little dust here. This is the window box has it. It's that plastic where it just automatically attracts a lot of dust. That head sculpt is fantastic. This was another one that I wish Mego would have provided for us in the 1970s. But you know what, guys? You don't have to worry about that now. Mego has provided every figure you could possibly want when you were growing up as a kid, with another wave to come as well. I'm hearing that Mego's going to produce another wave of the 50th anniversary figures, characters. I believe the super gals and the villains and some more superheroes. So guys, we're just going to continue to get these beautiful figures. The wait is truly over. You know, some people are complaining that maybe they got it too close to perfection because, you know, these are stickers. They're not screen printed or anything like that. So these stickers will fall off, but that was the charm of the figures back in the 1970s. That was a part of the charm. You know, as kids, we didn't care about stuff like that. Maybe I was slightly annoyed for a half second, but because I was so overjoyed by the fact that I had this figure, I didn't even think I really didn't give it much thought. Now, our Batman and Flash and Robin and Superman and Shazam and Aquaman and Green Lantern, they're all for museum purposes now. They'll never come out their boxes. They're beautifully styled, vintage styled boxes. But I'm sure a lot of people will take these figures out, and I'm sure that these stickers are going to come off. Back of Batman's box. Pretty cool. Pretty cool. We'll go down the line here. I'll start back with Flash. Turn this box around. The comic art for these boxes, the box art, is fantastic. Recommended for collectors over 17 years of age. And that's another conversation people are having. You know, are you going to play with these figures? How durable are these figures? Well, when I was a kid, I could pretty much, I was very protective of my toys when I was a kid because I didn't get a lot of them. So, but I broke a few Megos in my time and was sorry about it, you know, because like I said, I didn't get a lot of toys. Yeah, but that's the talk too, is how durable are these toys. And if you're planning on playing with these figures, hey, you know, be a little bit more careful. But with 26 points of articulation, I think these guys can hold up pretty good. A lot of people are just gonna keep them in a box, and that's primarily because the box displays so beautifully. Like I said, these boxes are so M.I.B and display friendly. Aquaman was another one of my favorites. Very simplistic in his outfit. He was one of my favorite super friends on the cartoon. And I love this A right here. I just thought he was really cool. Let's take a look at the back of his box. That purple box. These boxes, they stand pretty good too. Guys, did you get your order yet? We want to hear all of that, guys. Happy Thanksgiving to everybody. Got a lot more fun on the way. Leave your comments in the comment section right underneath this video, guys. We want to hear it all. Are you excited? How many did you get? Did you get multiples? Did you get multiple Superman figures? I want to hear it all, guys. We're kids all over again. It's the early 1970s, and we have our boxed, window box Mego figures again. I can't tell you how much fun I'm having right now doing this video. I can't tell you that how excited I am that we finally have these figures, that I finally have these figures in the museum. Guys, you know the routine. More fun on the way. Enjoy your Thanksgiving feast. Enjoy your figures, your 50th anniversary Mego figures. God bless. Stay safe. And keep collecting.